it's Emily Williams here, the founder of I Heart My Life and your host of the I Heart My Life show. This is episode 123, Why You Need to Hire a Virtual Assistant to Grow and Scale Your Business. So today's episode is actually recorded by one of my team members, Ashley Kay. So she's the lead VA and project manager at I Heart My Life, and she's been with us for about 2 years now. She also has her own virtual assistant business. So I wanted her to record this episode just to talk to you a little bit about what a VA can do to help you grow and scale your business. Now, I personally waited far too long to hire team members and to build out our team. So please listen to what Ashley's saying and take it to heart. And even if you have a few hours of work in your business that someone else can be doing, hire that VA today, or at least start looking, because you don't want to be scrambling and waiting till the last minute. So I hope you love this takeover episode. Let's dive in. This episode was sponsored by the I Heart My Life Mastermind. The I Heart My Life Mastermind is perfect for you if you already have a business and you're looking to scale. We cover tons of different topics. We cover marketing strategy, revenue planning, team, processes, everything you need in terms of mindset, high performance, really taking care of yourself as well as your business, events, publicity. We literally have 7 coaches under one umbrella to support you and give you the answers to all of your burning questions. We host regular weekly workshops where you get your personal questions answered. We have retreats. You have a private Slack channel where you get to ask questions 24/7. You have an extensive resource bank that helps you put in place our cash method in your own business, and much, much more. This is one of the most inventive programs around. I don't know anyone else offering the service that we provide. So if you are interested in growing your business and transforming your life, definitely book a call with us to learn more. Go to iheartmylifebooking.com and learn more about the I Heart My Life Mastermind.
Hi there, Ash here from the I Heart My Life team. I'm so excited to be here with you today on this episode of the I Heart My Life show to talk all things virtual assistants. Why you need a VA, the benefits of hiring one, how to hire, and how to optimize their support to best benefit and support your business. So let's dive in. Okay, I wanted to start by giving you a little bit of a background of who I am, how I got to where I am today, and why I absolutely love running my virtual assistant business. So who am I? I'm just a small town girl from British Columbia, Canada, and I went to school for business, specializing in international business and management. After graduating from university, I traveled a bunch, I explored the world, and I always thought that I would work overseas one day. That's the reason I majored in international business, was I always had this belief that I would work internationally for a company supporting them. Fast forward to where we are today, and how ironic, because I actually support people all over the world. So after I finished university, after I traveled some, I came home, came back to British Columbia, Canada, and I got a job working in corporate 9-to-5, in a 9-to-5 job at an amazing company. Honestly, I spent 7 years working for them, and I worked in so many types of positions, everything from administration to sales to project management. And I'm so grateful for the time that I spent at that company, for the experience it gave me, the skills, the knowledge, and the ability to show up as my best self for my clients today. I decided to become an entrepreneur a few years into my corporate journey. So I started my first business 8 years ago, and it was a wedding and event planning business. And I had been working at my corporate 9-to-5 for a couple of years, and I just knew, like deep down inside of me, I just knew, you know what, I want to run my own business. I want to be my own boss. I want to have the freedom to set my schedule and design my life. And I want to do something that has an impact and is meaningful. And at the time, I thought that was running an event and wedding planning business, which, by the way, I still do own today. And I started that business, and I loved it. But I did it on the side in addition to my corporate 9-to-5, and I never really fully gave it my all. You know, I didn't jump in with 2 feet, and so it didn't hit the level of success that I wanted it to, or that I thought it should have. And so I got a bit discouraged, to be honest, about becoming an entrepreneur. And so I kept going on my corporate journey, And about 2 years later, I was sitting down with a girlfriend over dinner, and she's a coach, happens to be a coach. And we were discussing like, what's next for me? What does it look like for Ashley's future and career? And what do I want? And what do I want my life to look like? So I was chatting with her about what my potential paths I could take were. And she said to me, I think that you should become a virtual assistant. And I'm not going to lie to you. At the time, I didn't know what a virtual assistant was. This was years ago. And I had no idea what a VA was, how a VA supported entrepreneurs, or how I went about becoming one. So she said to me, you have all the skill set in the world, Ash, to do this. You already know what it's like to run a business, to start and run a business. I think you should look into it. And so I started researching. What's a VA? What do they do? How do they support entrepreneurs and businesses in general? Then I shadowed a few VAs, and then I launched my VA business 3 months after I had that dinner with her. And 6 months after I launched my VA business, I reached a point where I had to make a decision. Do I leave my corporate 9-to-5 and go full-fledged, both feet into this business and run it with my heart and soul? Or do I stay at my 9-to-5 and keep the VA business as like a little bit of side hustle? You know, who doesn't love a little side hustle and a little extra money? And that's when I remembered why, or what happened, I should say, with my wedding and event planning business. That's when I remembered that I didn't jump in full-fledged, both feet, and that I didn't get to where I wanted to be. And so I was like, you know what? This is it. This is my time. I'm doing it. And I put in my notice, and I left my corporate 9-to-5. And here I am 3 years later, running my VA business full-time, a multiple 6-figure business. I have clients all over the world, on every continent but one, Antarctica. And I have a team of 7 VAs who support me and my clients. And I am truly so grateful and so blessed for the business I built, for the life I live, and for the courage I had to just step forward into what I wanted and into the life that I desire. And before I dive into everything about VA, which I'm going to do in a second, I want that to be a friendly reminder to you. You can have absolutely anything that you desire in this life, absolutely anything, if you have the courage to chase it and to go after it, because you are deserving of it all and you can have it all. You just got to go for it. You just got to have the gumption, you know? So that's it. That's me. That's my story. I still live in beautiful British Columbia, Canada. I live in Vancouver. I run my VA business. I support my team. I support my clients. And honestly, I love my life. So now that you know a bit about me and where I came from, what it is that I do, what my background is, let's dive into the juicy stuff. So there may be some of you listening to this point and listening to this episode after, and you're wondering, what is a virtual assistant? What do they do? I wondered the same thing 5 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago. So a virtual assistant is a service provider who can support your business in a variety of capacities and categories, such as administration, social media management, human resources, event planning, copywriting. Honestly, the list goes on and on and on. And the thing, a really great and valuable thing to note about a VA is that there are general VAs, so VAs who are more generalists, and that they'll support you in multiple areas. They'll support you with admin. They'll support you a little bit with social media. They'll support you a little bit with HR. And then we have VAs who are more niched or specialized. For example, a Pinterest VA who only supports with Pinterest, or a graphics VA, or a funnel VA who only supports with you building your funnel. So it's really great to know, which I'm going to get to in a little bit here, that when you're going to hire a VA for your team, that there are generalist VAs, more general VAs, and then there are niched VAs. So keep that in mind when you're thinking of what your needs are and bringing a VA onto your team. So that's what a virtual assistant is. A virtual assistant plays a vital role in your company's support team. In fact, in many small businesses, a VA is known as the backbone of the support team. A VA is often the first person a small business will hire to start building and rounding out a support team. So now I bet you're wondering why you should hire a VA, right? Okay, you know what a VA is, but why hire one? Like, what's the benefits? Here's my top 5 reasons why you should hire a VA. Number 1, a virtual assistant can focus on the details, helping to ensure that nothing gets missed, nothing falls through the cracks, and that no detail, customer service element or anything is overlooked for your clients. So your business is showing up at its highest state, providing its greatest value to the clients, and you have the peace of mind knowing that your VA is managing and handling the details. Second reason, by handling your admin work or your social media work or your back-end processes and systems, however they're going to support you, a virtual assistant gives you back the time and space to create and strategize and work with your clients in the way that you desired when you created and built your business. This is the thing, is that so often we do so much within our business that we get ourselves to a place where we're being bogged down by admin tasks, or we're being, like, let's be honest, you didn't start your business so you could send an invoice or schedule your clients. For example, if you're a coach, you probably started your business so that you could coach, so that you could help your clients have an impact in whatever area they want to or need to in their lives, not so that you could worry about bookkeeping or creating graphics in Canva for your Instagram account or whatever the element might be. So allow a virtual assistant to support you in those areas so you can get back the time to do what it is that you want. Create content, coach your clients, wherever your passion and heart lies. Reason number 3, while you can do everything, because yes, you can't do everything alone. If you want to build a successful business, and I want to point something out that's really, really important to me here. Success is however you define it. So whether that's a 7-figure business, whether that's a business that allows you to only work 3 days a week and the rest of the time stay home with your kids or spend time with your kids, or whether that's build a business that allows you to travel the world, never forget this. Success is how you define it. And so that's why reason 3 for me is that while you can do absolutely everything in your business because you are capable of doing anything, you can't do everything alone. If you want to build a business that is successful by your goals and standards, you need support. And a VA is a really great person to help you fill in your gaps. A virtual assistant, can support you in the areas of your business that you don't like doing, that you aren't great at, that our time sucks for you, so that your processes and your systems and your ability to show up are diversified and your business can run with ease. Because that's why you became an entrepreneur, right? And that's why you do what you do. Okay, reason number 4, hiring a virtual assistant means you're building a team. And that means you always have someone to collaborate with. How nice would it be to know that you always have someone to shoot a quick text to, or an email to, or a voice note to, and be like, hey, what are you thinking about this? Hey, how does this email sound? Hey, I'm thinking of running this challenge or launching this new product. What are your thoughts? How amazing would it be to have that person to lean on? And I mean, you probably have that person in your support system, in a fellow entrepreneur or a coach or your family or friends. But how incredible to know that you have that in a team member, that you always have someone to collaborate with, and someone who has you and your business's best interests at heart and wants to support you in those components, right? Like, how amazing would that be to have? Reason number 5. Honestly, overall, a VA can help reduce your stress. Okay? More support equals less stress. Am I right? You didn't start your business to live every day stressed to the max. You didn't start your business to live in a state of panic. You didn't start your business to not enjoy and love what you do or your business. Hiring a VA gives you back the time and freedom to live stress-free, to grow your business stress-free, and to live in your sweet spot in your zone of genius. Okay? Okay, so now you know what a VA is. You know some benefits of hiring one. And let me guess that you're maybe not sure now where to start on what you would even give them. Okay, listen, I get it. I'm an entrepreneur and I understand how hard it is to give up control in your business. Like, I own 2 businesses. You know that now. And I understand how difficult it is to think I'm going to give over, like my businesses are like my babies. And now I'm going to give up a bit of control and I'm going to give over pieces of them for someone else to support with. Oof, I'm starting over my words. I'm so excited. Sorry. I totally get that. The block that we as entrepreneurs often have around giving up control also halts our ability to determine what tasks we are best to give up to someone else and how best to delegate to them. So here's a really good exercise that I love to tell people who are thinking of hiring a VA to utilize, or I often tell my clients to walk through this too. If they hit a bit of a block for what should I assign to you, Ash? How do I go about assigning it? All of those things. Okay. So here's my advice to you. Get out a notebook. Don't do this digitally. Don't do it on your computer. Don't do it on your phone. Get a notebook and put that notebook beside your computer, your desktop, your laptop, whatever you primarily work from. And for 7 days straight, 7 working days straight. So if you never sign on a weekend, woo, go you. For 7 days, working days straight, every time you do a task and you think to yourself, I don't like doing this, or you finish doing a task and you think to yourself, that took way longer than it should have, or you go and realize that something needs to be done in your business and then you think to yourself, I have absolutely no idea how to do that. Anytime you say those 3 things to yourself, write that task down in your list, okay? And then what you've done is you've formed a list that you can give to a VA. Literally, once you hire that VA and you find that perfect fit, hand that list over to them, and that's where they will get started, okay? Bing, bang, boom, easy as 1, 2, 3. And let me tell you, it's a learning process. Delegating and giving up control of tasks and items in your business is a learning process that we all have to go through, okay? Okay, now you've got the list. Now you know you want to hire a VA. Let's talk about how you hire them. So step 1 is finding the right person. And finding the right person happens in a few ways. My first piece of advice with this is honestly, ask for recommendations. Ask fellow entrepreneurs, ask people in your circle of trust that you trust, ask them for recommendations of VAs they know or VAs they could know or friends of friends. Ask them. Ask them for recommendations and see who they come back with. You can also research and post in Facebook communities and groups. Those are great locations to be posting for VAs. There are heaps of Facebook communities that are full of virtual assistants ready to support you. And you can post on your social media platforms. Post on Facebook, post on Pinterest, post on LinkedIn, post on Instagram, on both your feed and in your stories. The more places you can do the reach, the better off you will be. So that's how you can outreach to find them. Step 2 is doing your due diligence. Number 1 in this area is make sure that you have an online application ready for them to complete. You can make this application in something as simple as like Google Forms, okay? So make an application, make sure that part of their process before you even speak to them is them completing that application, because you're going to vet who you talk to based on that application. I also always recommend that people have applicants complete some type of a personality test, like the Colby Index or a DISC assessment. Any of these are great resources for you to use. So have them complete an application, have them complete a personality test. Then you're going to go through all your applications, through all your personality tests, and you're going to pull out the people that you feel are a good fit, okay? That would be a good fit for your business, that have the right experience you're looking for. And then you're going to email them and you're going to send them a booking link for them to book an interview with you. And do this over Zoom or Skype, whichever software you want to use, or Google Hangouts, and make sure that it's on video conference so you can see their reaction and their interaction and all of those components, all right? And here's one of the best pieces of advice that I can give you for that interview. There are countless resources out there for what questions you should ask. Search Google, search Pinterest. It will find you lists of questions to ask a potential VA on an interview. Here's my best piece of advice. You can teach someone anything. You can teach them a task. You can teach them a software program. You can literally teach them anything. But what you can't teach them is the ability to mesh with you and your business, okay? You can't teach someone that. So on that interview, on Zoom or Skype or Google Hangouts, make sure that you leave feeling like, I trust this person. I can get along with this person. They have my business's best interests at heart. Make sure those are all components that you feel and you think and you believe when you leave and get off of that call, because that's the most important component. They need to be a team player. They need to be dedicated to your business. They need to be invested in it. And they need to have experience to go along with it. And you need to remember that there are things they're going to have to learn along the way. And those are things they can learn if they're the right fit. Okay? The third step in hiring your VA is making sure you effectively onboard them. Okay? They should receive an onboarding document that includes things like a contract, your policies and procedures, your expectations. Please be super clear with your expectations. People don't know what you want to need if it's not communicated to you. Okay? They should have an onboarding document. They should receive your to-do list, which you've just written out with the exercise I gave previously. So they should get the to-do list. They should get an onboarding document. They should be set up inside a project and task management system. I highly recommend Asana, because in there you can track projects and tasks and processes and systems. And it's amazing to keep it all in one place and be able to utilize your team in the most effective way. Okay, make sure that you onboard them. Don't just have them start and be like, here's your task list, because they're going to get a bit flustered. They're going to get a bit overwhelmed. They're going to be a bit, what is next, right? So that's step 3, effectively onboard them. Okay, let's round it all up. You've just hired your dream VA. You're so excited. You're ready to rock and roll. But wait, before we kick off the tasks, we want to ensure that you have a process in place to set your VA and yourself up for success. I mean long-term success, so that this person can grow with you, develop with you, and so that ultimately your business is a success with their support, right? Here is my top 5 tips for setting yourself, your business, and your VA up for success. Number 1, know what you need support with, okay? And this is why I just gave you the exercise to make your tasks, and continue to do that exercise. I tell my clients, I've worked with some of my clients since the beginning of my business. That's 3+ years. And I tell them, this is a continual process. As your business evolves and ebbs and flows, so do the areas I need to support with. And that means you need to keep working through that exercise. You need to keep telling me where I can support, where you're feeling overwhelmed, what you need offloaded. I can't support you if I don't know what you need. So you need to know what you need support with, okay? Number 2, communicate until you get to the place that you over-communicate. There is quite literally no such thing as too much communication when it comes to your support team. Listen, VAs are not mind readers. We're not inside your head. Trust me when I say I wish I was inside my clients, because in a lot of instances it would make my job a lot more efficient, but I'm not. And I can't read your mind. I don't know what you're thinking or what you need unless you communicate it to me. Be open with communication, over-communicate, be diligent with it, okay? Number 3, be open to feedback. And that goes both ways. Your VA needs to be open to feedback, and you need to be open to feedback, especially in the beginning of your working relationship, because it takes a couple months for the two of you to get into a rhythm where you both feel comfortable working and you both feel empowered and like you have the autonomy to move through your items with ease. And that's on both your ends. You both need to be able to provide each other with feedback and to be able to pivot and adjust and change. And that feedback needs to be given from a place of love and support and kindness, right? But you both need to live in an open feedback mindset, okay? Number 4, provide them with the training and tools they need to do their job to the best of their ability. If you want them to be building documents in InDesign and they don't have Adobe, you need to get it for them. If you want them to become more trained or more well-versed or whatever it is in social media management, maybe you want to get them certified by Hootsuite. There are programs and processes and tools and softwares that exist so that VA's jobs can be optimized and they can provide you with the highest level of support. But they also need your support in moving through those items, okay? Number 5, probably most importantly, treat them as an integral part of your team. Yes, VAs are most commonly a subcontractor, not an employee. Yes, they often do not work full-time for you, especially if your business is in more of an infancy stage. However, the more you treat them and view them as an integral part of your business, as a key component to your strategy, to your growth, to your success, and to how you run your business, the more likely they are to succeed and be able to support you at their highest capacity, because they'll be invested and they'll want to stay with you as your business pivots and grows and changes, right? Treat them like a member of your family. Treat them like a key part of your business, and they won't leave, and they'll help you get to exactly where you want to be. Okay? So there you have it, folks. That is what a virtual assistant is, the benefits of hiring one, how to find the right fit, how to set them up for success so your business can thrive, and all the ins and outs in between. It has been an absolute pleasure being here with you today. I hope that you found this episode packed full of value and supportive in helping you to build a dream VA team. If you have any questions at any time, or you want some more support or tips around how to hire or build your VA team, please, please, please do not hesitate to reach out to me on Instagram. Send me a DM. I share tips weekly, and I'm more than happy to answer any questions you have at any time. Thanks so much for listening. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks for being a part of the I Heart My Life community. Until next time, take care.
I hope you loved today's takeover episode. If you want to know more about hiring and building out your team, join our I Heart My Life Mastermind. We help our students with this exact topic every single day. Go to iheartmylifebooking.com to learn more. You can book a call with my team, and we'll personally walk you through the mastermind and help you know whether this is the right next step for you. Talk to you soon. We hope you loved this episode. Thank you so much for being an avid listener of the I Heart My Life show. Take a second and leave a review. It would mean so much to us, and we read all of them. And for further inspiration and life and business tips about creating a life that you love and achieving massive success, definitely follow us at I Heart My Life on Instagram and at I Heart My Life Now on Facebook. See you next time.